Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to Nellie and Ruth Designs. Today we are going to continue with these fabulous paper doll heads, and I'm going to create a fun little piece of art for your junk journal by using a couple different patterns of playing cards. So I hope you join in. If you're new to my channel, I'd love to have you subscribe. If you're a returning viewer, thank you. Just another little idea that you can do. These cards are pretty shiny, so I am going to want to tone down the texture of it. I'm just going to be putting a little bit of gesso on here. I tried it out. You do not have to sand it down or anything like that. If you sand it down, you're going to get rid of some of the image. So as long as you use your gesso, your heater, you're going to be fine. I want to show you the die cut, the thinlet that I used to create these frames. This is really cool because I put a little bar inside there so I could do something fun with that. I've never used these before. I've had them forever. You get 12 dies, and if you can see, this is when they say 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, I don't know, but you get all these. Let me show you. And these are really cool. I just got to see which side you open. But you get all of these dies, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12. So this is the die itself for the frame. So if you use this singly, all right, this is what you get. You get this bottom bar. If you take one of the plates, which I used this plate here on this one, and you just set it in when you're using the bigger die, you will get, you will get that right there with the bar out. And it comes with different patterns, but they're fun. So I thought that I'd use these with the cards, and they fit pretty well. I don't care if I have a little bit more gold on one side or a little bit more silver on one side. Doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. So what I thought I would do is down the road, I have all these wonderful, I want to make a Woodstock 1969, 70 hippie dippie junk journal for myself, or some sort of file folder. So I have, whenever I travel, I always pick up these travel brochures. And in Sullivan County in New York State, they have a tribute to Woodstock, and all these artisans have created, it commemorates the 50th anniversary of Woodstock, and they've created some beautiful art pieces. What they are, they're birds, and these images is what's on the birds. And you travel around. I want to do this summer. It's a few hours away from me, but I want to go down and I want to go through the park. Here's one, Jimi Hendrix. But it's all peace, love, music, things from Woodstock. So I have probably 6 of these that I grabbed and I wanted to use in my journal when it comes time to make it. Every time I see that, I think of the Soul Train. Remember that show? It was up against, or it came on after American Bandstand. But I used to watch the Soul Train as well. But there's fabulous, fabulous images in here. So today I figured I'd make a couple little pieces for my journal. I'll start making a little bit of ephemera. So I found this. I love the peace sign. I've always loved the peace sign. So I'm going to be using this image here And I'm going to be using this image down here. So I thought it would be kind of fun. And I'm going to be using my funky doll heads because this gal looks like a Hippie Dippie. And this gal looks like a Hippie Dippie. So I'm going to be using those two gals there to incorporate in my little Hippie Dippie ephemera. So the first thing I want to do is, because these are really kind of, they're a little too bright and shiny, and they're going to just kind of clash. You're not going to be able to see them. I tried it out in this one. I just want to bring the tone down a little bit on the frame. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to play and get these gessoed up just a little bit. And I can use what's in the, and then I will put the heat gun to them. And I still want to see these cards through. Through this. Like I said, I just want to bring the tone down just a little bit. And if you have too much on, you can just scrape it off a little bit. All right, I'm going to get my heat gun. So I'm just going to pause real quick because you don't need to hear the sound of this, of the heat gun here blaring. All right, so they are dried. It didn't take any time at all to do that. So I'm going to decide, I'm going to use this one here, like I said, and then I'm going to use this one over here. So I'm going to take these out. I'm going to cut these out of here and just use what I have to. And this one here. And I love when I stop at the interstate and they have these booths where there's all kinds of, you can get a lot of books that you could use and play with the images and such. If you want a themed, and then I have a very large one that I can use for the actual pages. So you can see how the tone has been brought down really nice. And okay, this isn't the one I want to use. I want to use this one. So I just have to decide which. I think I'm going to use that one there for that, because this is a little busier on this one here. All right. And I think I will use that one there. And I think I'll bring it over a little bit on this side because I want to get that flower in there. So I'm just going to mark this right here. And then that way I'll know where to trim it into. Bring that down here. Get a rough idea here. And then I can just trim that on my little cutter and we'll start that. There's that. That. All right, so let's see that there. I love all these bright colors. All right, and I can cut, let's see, I think I can cut this down a little bit on the bottom, okay? right. I can cut this down a little bit more here. And a little bit more on the bottom. And we can come in just a little bit on the side. I don't want to come in too much, but just enough so it doesn't show. All right. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to put my glue on this. I'm going to put my glue around this here. I think that will be easier. I got a little glue glob there. I would definitely, when I'm making this journal, I definitely have to make it with very few videos, because I would definitely want to listen to music to really get in the mood for this. And that was silly of me, because I need to leave a space here. Oh, I do have a space. Okay. I need to leave a space so I can tuck my head down in there, whatever side I want to put this gal on. Okay, good. So I didn't bugger that one up. Okay, so we're going to put that one there. And then this one here, I will put over probably to the right-hand side. And I'm going to try to stack these cards, okay? They're going to be somewhat stacked. I can just follow the line here. I'm not going to cut up into that bird, because I may end up using that down the road. Okay. All right, we definitely can take a little bit more off of this bottom. I like to use my cutter over there, because I don't always cut in a straight line, but all right, I think that'll be good. I don't glue in a straight line either. Okay. Okay. All right, there we go. And I don't know, I just want to bring, I should get out my gold. I'm just going to ink that up a little bit. Get out my little gold, my gold charm, I call it, to ink around the side. All right, so my intention was to do something, let's see, I'm going to have to do it on this side, because if I'm putting her, let's see, am I going to put her here? And I thought I'd put her down here. And then I have these, I have peace and I have love. And I thought I would put them right on there. This one I'm going to cut down just a tad more. I think I can take a little bit more off the bottom here. All right, so this here I'm going to, I'm wondering, it might be kind of fun to stitch around some of this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these on first, and then I think I'm going to move over to my machine, and this can go right in the center, and then I'm going to stitch around this, and I think that will add a little bit to these. So we're going to have the peace, and then we're going to have the love over here. And I do kind of want to, I'm going to have to cover those up, aren't I? I can put it like this. I don't have to cover it up so much. I do want to see a little bit of the stuff on the bottom, that spade there, or the it's not a spade, the club. All right, let me stitch around these, and then I'll be right back and we'll finish up. All right, so I stitched around them. I did a little wonky stitch up on top because I don't think anybody was straight at Woodstock, so we have to have a little wonkiness. And so I'm going to use my art glitter glue to glue these down. And I'm going to start right here. And I'm going to come right over to this. And I have to leave some fringe because I've got to leave these tags here because there was a lot of fringe. Fringe on the bottom of your blue jeans, frayed and fringed, and belts and handbag purses. Okay, so we're going to stick this chick right down in here like this. And we're going to put her right over here like that. So I think these are cute. I think they fit the bill. And she's right there on that. I'm going to wipe this glue off here. Okay. And then we are going to stick this stick her down. I'm going to bring her up a little bit. All right. So there is the beginning of my hippie ephemera. This would be a good fun, colorful summer project to work on. So there you have it. That'll make a nice page. I'll just show you. It's not going in my yo-yo journal, but if you have your full page, you can put it right down in here. It can be a centerpiece. You can put it up in the corner. You could add another little funky thing here, make a pocket out of it. So it'll be fun. It'll be fun to play with and start a new journal or a new pocket book that I make to hold ephemera or postcards or whatever. So that's it for today, my friends. I will put the link in for the Kleeblet creations of the heads in the description, and you can go over to her shop and grab some. So I want to thank everybody for joining me today in this fun, colorful project. Like I said, if you're a new viewer, I'd love to have you subscribe, leave a comment, and if you're one of my regular gals that tune in, thank you. I appreciate you all and love you very much. Okay, I'll see you soon, everybody. Bye-bye.